Hello? Okay. So, okay. So when you see a question like this, they say a toy sells for $50. The store increased the toy price by 40% and then offer a 20% discount. What is the final price? So the toy initially the toy initially sells for how much? It sells for $50 and it was increased by 40, then the discount of 20%. So that 50, when we get 40%, which is times 40 over 100, so that is going to be 0 here, 0 will cancel 0, 0 will cancel 0. 5 times 4, we have 20. So when you have this 20, that is the amount that was increased at first. So when we say 50 plus 20, that will give us 70. And when that gives us 70, then we are now going to decrease 20% from this 70. So to decrease 20% from this 70, you say 70 times 20 over 100, 0 will cancel 0, 0 will cancel 0. 7 times 2, that's 14. And this 14, if you remove it from 70, you have 56. So we can say 56 is the correct answer. So what is the 15% of 20? What is the 15% of 20? So when you have this, you say 15%, say over 100 times 20. 15% of 20. So 0 here will cancel out, or let's say 20 here 5, 20 here 1. Then here we say 5 here 1, 5 here 3. So we have 3. So 15% of 20 is 3. After a 25% tip, the total bill at a restaurant is $75. What is the original bill before the tip? So let's say you have a bill and then you remove, you give an additional 25% tip. They now give total of $75. What is the actual price without a tip? So it means that this $75 is 100% plus 25%. So this is equal to 125%. Then what will now give you 100%? What will give you 100%? So this is the case where you can actually cross multiply. So you can say, let's call this x. So when you cross multiply this, you can say x times 125% equals $75 times 100%. So when you have something like this, you can divide both sides by 125%. Say 125%, 125%. Then 125% can cancel out 125%, and here percentage can cancel out percentage. 25 here will give you 5, 25 here will give you 4, 5 here will give you 1, 5 here will give you $15. 15 times 4, that is 60. So it means that the 100% is 60. Then when you add the 25% tip, which is 15, it now gives you 75. So what's the final answer? The final answer is 60. Yeah. So if the price of a product is reduced by 30%, if the price of a product is reduced by 30%, by what percent must it be increased to return to the original price? So let's say the price is 100, it reduced to 70. So for us to take this 70 back to 100, what percentage of 70 are we going to add that will give you 100? So first of all, what are we going to add? We're going to add 30. Now 30 is what percent of 70? We can just say 30 over 70 times 100%. So here you can say 0 cancel 0, then you have 300 divided by 7. So 300 divided by 7, if you punch that in a calculator, let me do that right now. $300 divided by 7, that will give 42.8, approximately 42.86. Yeah. So after a 5% decrease, a box of chocolates costs $9.50. What is the original price? So this is actually kind of straightforward. You have 5% decrease. So it means that this $9.50 is what? Is 95%. So if $9.50 is 95%, 100% is going to be 10. 100% is going to be 10. But you know, this is 95% giving you 9.5. So when you just do your ratio and you have 100%, so let's say this is x. If you cross multiply, you will get 10. If you cross multiply and simplify, you will get 10. I want to believe that a lot of us will know how to do that, but in case we don't, what I'm saying here is, if x is here, you say x equals 9.5 times 100% over 95%. Percent cancel percent. 9.5 divided by 95, 95 divided by 9.5, that will give you 10. And 100 divided by 10, that will also give you 10. So x is equal to 10. We still arrive at the same answer. If the company's profit is 15% less than the previous year, and the previous year's profit was $50,000, what is the current profit? So the previous year's profit is $50,000, and this year's profit is 15% lesser. So that means that let's find 15%, and then we'll remove it from $50,000. So when you cancel 2 zeros here, you cancel 2 zeros here. So you have 500 here, and you have 15 here. 5 times 15, that's 75 with 2 zeros. You bring it here. So that's 75. Now remove 75 from 50,000. You are going to have 42,500. 42,500. Yeah. So a book is on sale for 20% off, and there's an additional 10% discount for students. What is the overall discount for a student? So here, if you say 20 plus 10 is 30% and you remove 30%, you will be wrong. So what you will do is, firstly, you will remove this 20%, you will remove it. So when you remove 20%, what you'll be left with is 80%. This 80%, you now want to remove 10% of this 80%. So 10% of 80% will be 8, like 10%, which is 10 over 100 of 80% is going to be 8. Cancel, cancel, cancel the 0, 8. So when you have 8, now say 80 minus 8, that will give you 72. Now that you have 72, that is the amount that the student is paying, 72%. Then, when you say 100 minus 72, that's 28. That's total discount that the students are getting. So, if the original price of a computer is $1,200 and it is on sale for 15% off, what is the sale price? What is the sale price? Okay, can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, can you just reply in the chat so I can be very sure that somebody can hear me? Okay. So, if the original price is 1,200 and is on sale for 15%, what is the sale price? So, you say 1,200 times 15 over 100. 100 here, 12. So 12 is the same as 4 times 3. So 15 times 4 is 60 times 3. That's 180. If you say 1,200 minus 180 is give you 1,280 20. So A will be our correct answer.